Lilies are some of my favorite flowers and apparently yours too, so I think it's about time to make a drawing tutorial for them. We're drawing the lily from top view. Draw it about life size so it's easier to get in all the detail. I'm making a circle first and then 2 triangles inside it so it becomes kind of like a 6-point star where each point will become 1 petal. And then we can start sketching the individual petals and mark the center point. You might want to use a hard pencil here or press lightly so that the sketch is easier to clean up later. The petals are partly overlapping, but there's also some empty space between them in the center. There's supposed to be an inner and outer ring of 3 petals, but it's not as clear in the reference photo I'm using. And then there's a carpel in the middle that's thicker than the 6 stamens around it. But for now I'll just draw a line where each one of them will be. Before going into more detail, let's clean up a bit. I'm using a kneaded eraser to remove the guidelines and thick sketches. It doesn't perfectly erase everything, but that's fine because we just need to lighten up the sketch at this point. And then we can draw the outlines more precisely with a mechanical pencil or a hard pencil. The petals aren't perfect tear shapes. The outlines are a bit wobbly because they're curved in different directions. I thought the flower ended up looking a bit lopsided, so I erased a petal and moved it a little bit. And this is where the light sketch comes in handy. The final drawing will be less messy, even if you have to redo some parts. The stamens around the pistil are different lengths because of the perspective. The ones that are more upright look shorter. And now we can start shading to show the shape of the petals based on the reference photo. There's often a line going down the middle of the petal and they're curved open, so we can show depth by shading in the middle, and the edges are also curved as well as the very end of the petal. Some of the darkest points are the pistil and the stamen, especially the anthers and the stigma, so I'm using a softer, darker pencil for them, or you can just press the pencil harder. I'm also outlining the petals and the parts where they overlap a bit darker. And I figured we could add some leaves that are showing from underneath the petals. They're thin and sharply pointed, and let's shade them a bit darker than the flower petals and add a dark line down the middle. Now let's add soft drop shadows under the petals where they overlap each other to make the flower look a bit more 3D. And actually, let's go harder on the shading so that the flower pops off against the white background. Let's make most of the petals light gray with a hard pencil, pressing lightly, but leaving some highlights along the center line and near the edges, and then darken the already existing shadows. And don't forget the drop shadows on the leaves under the petals. The reference photo is of an orange lily, which I think could also be called tiger lily, although what pops up on Google when you search for tiger lily is a little bit different with thinner and more curved petals. But either way, it's orange with brown or black stripes. So let's add the stripe pattern with a soft pencil. There are some longer dashed lines and some dots randomly spaced out. But how about drawing tulips next? Watch this video here. See you there!